Like any Syrian, we are torn apart in this past and present. Art and architecture are very interconnected in my life. I am by profession a full-time architect. I work for Picard Chilton in New Haven, Connecticut. So both feed off of each other constantly. I've been always interested in the layers and layers and layers left by human interaction with architecture. These layers cannot be mimicked or recreated. They are a result of interaction over time. And that's what's evident in the rich Syrian urban fabric. Unsettled Nostalgia it's a moment of time. It's really voicing out my inner thoughts, my inner struggles. That's what you see in these pieces. I am trying to yell as loud as I can the pain of my people. It is thousands of years of culture and civilization that is being decimated before our own eyes. And the world is looking away. I am not interested in talking politics. I am interested in the human face. I am interested in the common denominator among humans from a pure humanitarian level. Unsettled Nostalgia aims to bring light on the magnitude of loss in culture and human life. The work is not about me. The work aims to raise awareness about the culture that I come from and what is at risk. This piece is titled Desperate Cargo. There is a perception that crises and wars affect only the impoverished. 2 years ago, I received a call from my brother-in-law. He said, "Mohamad, I'm in Sweden." It was a surprise to me because last time I had seen him, it was in Syria. This is a person that is my best friend, an established architect, an established businessman. I've seen him in his beautiful house, marble floors, beautiful furniture. And the last thing I ever thought is to see him in a refugee camp. And until you've seen one of your own family in a refugee camp, you haven't experienced conflict fully. He saw no future for him and his family in Syria, and he decided to move on and find that future. And as it turns out, he rode one of these floats across the Mediterranean in the middle of the night to establish himself. That's what drove me to design Desperate Cargo. The piece on ground is called Sea Garbage. It's how a lot of Syrians felt when the world turned its back to aiding the humanitarian efforts in Syria. In January 2016, 10 times the refugees arrived in Europe than all of 2015. In the past 3 years, 7,500 people died crossing the Mediterranean. We are washing off shores like seaweed, and yet nobody is meaningfully trying to stop the conflict. What is the aftermath of wars? What is the aftermath on ground, on culture, on people, on day-to-day lives? You don't see that on media. I am interested in humanitizing the conflict. And hopefully through seeing these human traces on architecture, that you're able to engage a wider audience emotionally. Just the other day, somebody described my work as electrifying. I found that intriguing because to have the ability to touch somebody at a deep level without even knowing them, that is something that I treasure and appreciate very much. And I hope to do more work like this because I personally believe that strong art touches people at the deep level and leaves them with a message. That's the art I believe in.